This is one of the best snowball bases you could build in Rust at the moment. It has the most reliable bunker in the game that you can use on both PCs and consoles. An insane shooting floor with a full 360-degree view, lots of pixel peaks and unexpected places to defend this base, tons of boxes, furnaces, turrets and other items that you might need. And best of all, it's incredibly easy to build, as it starts with a simple 1x1, and all you need is only 30,000 stone, 10,000 metal and 350 high wall to build this base. So, if you want a simple yet strong bunker base that won't be empty on the second day after the wipe, this video is definitely for you. With that said, before we get to the base tour, be sure to hit that like button below and check out today's sponsor, Who. We've all had that one player on the server who seems way too suspicious. You try to check their Steam profile, but of course it's private. That's where Who comes in. With their detective search, Who can pull up useful player info from multiple different sources, even when a Steam account is private. You can search things like hours, stats, server bans and name history, giving you a much clearer picture of who you're dealing with. And the best part? You can also access it from in-game by linking your account, letting you search players without ever having to leave Rust. Go check out Who and use my code STELIC to get 10 free advanced searches. And now, back to the video. Before we go into the base, I'll show you how to get electricity to it. You could put a wind turbine on the roof, or some solar panels on the sides, or even combine them. By opening the first door, you will get inside this little airlock, where you will find an oil refinery, a vending machine and 2 windows, which you can use to check if there is anyone on the outside. If you try to jump to the second floor, you will be immediately greeted by 2 gun traps, a turret and another flame turret behind the window, so it will be really hard for your enemies to get to the main core. Also, right above the entrance, you will find a small storage space. Going into the main core, you will find a weapon rack on the left, which you can use to quickly grab a weapon to defend your base, of course a small fridge for your food, and your first respawn room with some boxes. Going deeper, you will find a computer station, a second turret, some sleeping bags and 2 separate loot rooms with tons of storage space. If you go forward, you'll get to the smelter room with lots of furnaces and a jump up to the shooting floor. If you go back, you will find a stability bunker with 2 ladder hatches hidden in the most difficult place to reach. But I'll show you this bunker a bit later. Before that, let's get to the roof and the shooting floor. Here you will find a small open core with 2 mixing tables, barrels and a furnace. If you jump even higher, you'll be able to see what's going on outside, using these pixel gaps below. Also, if you open this double door, you will get another gap that you can shoot through. And if you close this door, you can jump down to the first floor, which can be insanely helpful during a raid. You can use the same trick with another 2 doors on the roof, only this time you'll be able to jump outside your base. So there are not 1, but rather 3 exits from your base, so you don't need to worry about door campers. Now, let me show you the shooting area. Here you will find 2 beds, a small farm, as well as a lot of gaps in all directions, so defending this base won't be a problem. And finally, let me show you the bunker and the main core. As you can see, you can't get to the first floor, because the ceiling is blocking the passage. But if you respawn on the sleeping bag or on the bed inside the TC room, you can break this twig half wall to open the bunker. As you can see, the ceiling will disappear, revealing the passage above. On the first floor, you will find another turret, lots of gun traps in different corners, a battery that powers this entire base, and 2 loot rooms on the sides. On the left, you have the main loot room with 6 barrels and a bed. On the right, you have the second loot room with a workbench and some boxes. Here's the daily upkeep for this base, which isn't that much, even for a solo player. To close the bunker, just build a half wall here with the ceiling above. Next, respawn on the sleeping bag on the second floor and upgrade the ceiling into high wall. That's it, your bunker is sealed. So, if you like what you see and you want to use this in your next wipe, please drop a sub and like the video. And now, let's get into the build. The first stage of this base is very easy to build, because all you need is a 1 square and 1 triangle at the beginning. Even if you don't have any stone, you can use wood at first. Place a TC as far as possible on the triangle foundation, and add 2 furnaces next to it. Place 2 large boxes next to the wall, add a furnace in the remaining space, and throw 2 sleeping bags on the floor. And of course, don't forget about doors and ceilings. Next, go outside and build 2 triangles on the sides of your base and a square foundation between them. Build a wooden doorway in front. You will have to break it in the future to make a bunker, and enclose the rest of this area with walls and ceilings. Inside this triangle, place 3 furnaces and enclose them with a double door. On the square foundation, place a workbench next to the wall, 2 boxes next to it, and fit 3 small boxes in the remaining space. Throw another sleeping bag and a campfire next to the entrance. Add a double door here and put a single door in place. For the next step, you need to make a bunker. Build 1 low and 2 high triangles next to your entrance. And close the high triangles with half walls, so they can't be soft-sided, and cover them with ceilings. Jump down to the first floor and break this wooden doorway. Instead of it, build 2 half walls like I'm showing, and remove the bottom one. Place a furnace in the corner to create a jump up. You will have to use it until you find a ladder or a ladder hatch, and make a proper entrance to this base with a triangle frame inside. At first, you can use a twig roof to get to your base, but I recommend breaking it every time you're going somewhere, so nobody can get to your front door. Once you have enough resources, you need to upgrade your main core into metal or even high wall. Of course, you can build the second floor or honeycombs first, but to make it easier for you to follow, I'll upgrade the main core and then build the rest. As soon as you upgraded the main core, go outside and build 2 square honeycombs next to the bunker and triangle honeycombs around your base. Add 2 more triangle honeycombs in front of your base and place a triangle roof between them to create a jump up. Now, let's make the second floor. On the left side, build a window with a shelf inside it, and on the right side, build a wall frame and put a double door in place. And close this entire floor with metal walls, and make the first loot room at the back like I'm showing. Make another loot room on the left by attaching a triangle ceiling to the wall, and place 4 large and 2 small boxes here. In the left square, place as many furnaces as you can, and in the right square, place 2 beds and a locker next to them. Place a research table or a computer station in the remaining space. Build wall frames wherever possible on this floor, and put garage doors in places. And of course, don't forget about ceilings. Now, let's make a proper entrance to this base. Place 2 stone triangles in front, and remove these twig foundations. Build a door and a window on the left side, and repeat the same on the right side. Place an oil refinery in the middle, and add 2 wall frames with garage doors on the sides to create an airlock. Place a vending machine in one of the doorways, and a single door in another. Cover the windows with embrasures, and enclose this area with ceilings. Next, build 4 half walls above. Cover them with 2 triangle roofs in front and 2 walls on the sides, and place a double door at the back like I'm showing. And finally, let's finish the roof and the shooting floor. Build 2 triangle frames on the sides, with 2 single doors and triangle roofs, to make these anti-door camper exits. Cover this area with ceilings, and add 3 triangle roofs on top. Next, build low walls around your main core. Add 4 half walls in the middle and 3 half walls on the sides, like I'm showing. Place 2 wall frames with garage doors in front to separate this area. Build wall frames above these low walls and enclose this entire floor with roofs. Add 2 more double doors on the inside like I'm showing, so you can close the gap above. Place 2 half walls on the sides. Build 2 ceilings above and enclose one of the ceilings with half walls on top. And finally, cover these remaining gaps with triangle roofs. That's it, your shooting floor is ready to use. For the last step, add honeycombs on the second floor. And you can also add more honeycombs on the left side of your base to protect your loot rooms on the second floor. What would you change about this base to make it even better? Write your thoughts in the comments below, I'd love to read your opinion. Oh, and by the way, if you want to learn even more about Rust, then this is the updated, ultimate guide to all monuments in Rust, from Tier 1 all the way up to Tier 3.